The person who really needs to be worried about God judging them is the person who's about to meet him. That's Charlie Kirk, the one who just got shot in the neck. Remember? Yeah, him, not me.
Yo, what is going on, guys? So on today's episode, I have a few women for you here today from, of course, over on TikTok, who are saying, I hope Charlie Kirk is in hell. Okay, so obviously Charlie Kirk passed away recently, and you have these people who have decided to jump on social media and say, this is a fantastic thing. They laugh, they celebrate, they make these videos. Now, I don't care where you align politically. I really don't particularly give a damn. I think if you are the type of person to jump on social media and make videos like this, you are downright evil. So let's jump into it. I wanted to show you a few of these clips, show you just how bad things are, especially over on TikTok. Let's jump into it. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
I made a video talking about how I'm a little more than pleased that Charlie Kirk is no longer with us. And somebody who I guess is following me on Instagram said, I expected better from you. Why are you making fun of death? I don't know why they would ever say something like that. Silly bitch. But outside of that, I'm pretty sure there are going to be many more people like that coming to my page, telling me that they're disappointed in me for making light of somebody who died. And I just want to let you know, the person that I'm talking about, Charlie Kirk, has spent the majority of his career calling George Floyd, somebody who was notoriously murdered on camera, a fucking scumbag.
I mean, as far as I know, he wasn't he? Wasn't he convicted multiple times of doing crimes? He was also an addict. He threatened to injure a pregnant woman, as far as I know. Now, again, I'm not fully up to date on the case, but as far as I understand it, this was not particularly an upstanding citizen. Okay? But again, let's continue. Again, right? Let's just say that Charlie Kirk had these terrible opinions and this woman is totally accurate and he was a terrible man and he said some awful words. Still not cause to jump on TikTok and celebrate the man passing on, in my opinion. Again, evil crap. Let's continue.
Notoriously murdered on camera, a fucking scumbag. So before you tell me anything about how I need to respect the dead, suck my dick first. Somebody also said that I need to take in mind that God will be judging us. The person who really needs to be worried about God judging them is the person who's about to meet him. That's Charlie Kirk, the one who just got shot in the neck. Remember? Yeah, him, not me.
Aren't women like this just absolutely fantastic? Like, before we continue into the next one, guys, I'm actually kind of glad that, you know, to an extent, okay, that social media is a thing, because it allows people like this to actually just show their true colors. Let's just say you're somebody who's watching this video and you agreed with 95% of what Charlie Kirk said. Well, then what that means is that these people would celebrate your passing as well. They're fellow humans, okay? They don't actually have any humanity, a lot of these people. It's just downright awful. And again, I didn't watch much Charlie Kirk, guys. I don't know a great deal about the man. All I understand is really that he was a conservative commentator. I've seen quite a few of his clips. Mind you, a lot of the clips I have seen, they've tried to cut context out of. But still, when you look up the context, I think, you know, a good part of what he says has made sense.
As a registered...
Let's jump into the next one here. I think this one is a dude. I don't really know. As a registered Democrat, all I have to say is that Charlie Kirk, we're going to jump into the opinion here.
As a registered Democrat, all I have to say is the Charlie Kirk shooting just proves that we are the worst, man. My party is the fucking worst. I got people celebrating, hoping that he dies. Are we fucking for real right now? Where's the empathy? Where's the respect, man? It's disgusting. It's disgusting, truly. And the fact of the matter is this: he was a father, and whether or not I agree with his political opinions, all he truly wanted to do at the core was see this country be the best, and I can fucking respect that. And to see people just be blatantly disgusting, man, we're the worst, man. We're horrible.
You know what's crazy about this clip, by the way? So this is somebody who leans left, who's a Democrat voter, right? It seems subscribes to the Democratic Party. Here's the thing: this individual right here is probably going to get roasted by all of these people on the quote unquote left, okay? Because again, if you're not as extreme as these people, then you're not part of their group. And this is what happens, guys, is so many people on the left, they end up alienating people. Okay, I've seen a lot of for example, Joe Rogan, right? You know, he, as far as I understood, is more of a left-leaning guy, if anything, but he's not extreme enough, so people consider him to be right-wing. You guys see how that works? Okay, if your opinions aren't extreme enough, if you don't get on board and celebrate some man passing, then you're not a real left-leaning individual, right? You're not a real member of the Democratic Party. It's completely ridiculous. Let's jump into the next clip. I've got a few lined up for you here today. Oh boy, let's jump into the next one.
Video is probably gonna get taken out, but I don't give a fuck. The fact that it's 2025 and you guys are still resorting to violence when you disagree with someone is fucking weird to me.
Okay, I mean, we're off to a good start. Let's see if it continues.
Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck at 31 years old and pronounced dead. He leaves behind a wife and 2 kids, 2 young kids. All because what? His beliefs? So what? No 2 people think the same. No 2 people will agree on everything. Does that give us a right to take each other's lives? Because if that's the case, the whole world is against each other. Couldn't handle him on an intellectual level, so you resorted to challenging him with a gun. Crazy. And that's your flaw. And you know which political party I'm talking about. Every political party has that flaw, and that's yours. You had the option to never see this man, but you took it. You took the opportunity to see him in person. You have every opportunity to block him on every single social media platform, so you don't have to listen to him, you don't have to hear him. You do not have to marry him or have kids with him or live with him.
This is a great point that this woman brings up, and it's actually one that I use very, very commonly. You know what I do when I don't like someone on social media, guys? I just block them. I restrict whatever I see from them so I never have to see them again. I don't comment on their videos. I don't like their stuff. I don't follow them. I don't talk to them. Why? Because I don't have to. And because I'm an adult, and I will simply remove them from my life because I like to think that I have a degree of common sense. I think that's fantastic. Guys, if you don't like what people say on the internet, you don't have to follow them. You don't have to watch their stuff. I mean, it's absolutely great. And also, by the way, just before we continue this video, I've seen a lot of people throwing around clips, right, of Charlie Kirk saying, as if to say, you know, these clips justify why I make fun of him, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And every single time they pull out a clip that, granted, might make Charlie look bad, but they leave out the full context of said clip. And then, lo and behold, I go and look up the context of the full clip because I haven't seen much of the man's content. And what do you know? The guy's talking sense. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
But yet you were probably stalking him online and leaving fucking negative comments and getting yourself worked up and angry. Fucking stupid. You guys are ridiculous. The woman who lost her life on the train should have never happened. That should have never happened. She came here for safety. 23 years old. Just got off work, going home, minding her business. And y'all people have the fucking nerve, the audacity to say, well, we don't know what his mental health was like. I don't give a fuck what his mental health was like.
So if you guys don't know, this is an incredibly sad situation. I can't remember what country this was in, but a woman got on a bus or a train or something, some public transport, and a man behind her, a black man, took her life. And she was a white woman. She jumped on the bus or whatever it was, completely minding her own business, had a hat on, had headphones in or something, completely minding her own business. And this guy ended up taking her life. Now, a lot of people side with this guy and say he's got problems. And, you know, I believe a GoFundMe was even started for this particular guy to try and get him out of legal trouble. I mean, it's just crazy, right? Like, it's so insane what the world has devolved into. Okay, we have people who are criminals, who are actively just insane, being defended by these people because, oh, you know, they're oppressed, or, oh, you don't know what their circumstances are like. I'll say this, guys. I don't give a damn about somebody's circumstances. I really don't. If you're out here taking people's lives and you want me to give you a break because you have mental health issues or because life is harder for you because you're a particular skin color, I'm sorry, I don't care. That's crazy talk. So what this woman is referring to is a very sad situation, just if you didn't know.
Off work, going home, minding her business. And y'all people have the fucking nerve, the audacity to say, well, we don't know what his mental health was like. I don't give a fuck what his mental health was like.
I'm with this woman, honestly. I'm 100% with this woman.
He should have never fucking been out. And if you got mental health problems, it is your job and your responsibility to take action, to take care of your mental health issues. That is not my job. That is not society's job. That is not the president's job to do so. Y'all need to start taking accountability, because this shit is crazy. It is sick. And the fact that people really fucking cheer certain shit on, you guys are sick, because what happens when someone takes your life? You want people cheering? Leaving behind a whole family. Y'all are fucking sick.
And she makes a really good point at the end there, guys, is like a lot of these people making these videos, they make them because they don't like the man's opinions. They don't like what he said online. But the funny thing is, many of these people making these particular videos, I, for example, don't like what they're saying, but I'm not going to wish that upon them. I'm not going to celebrate if something terrible happens to them. And therein lies the difference. Okay, I agree with this woman. Absolutely despicable behavior by some of these individuals out on TikTok. Now, I have some more clips lined up here of, I believe, people making fun of the passing. But to be honest, I didn't even really want to watch more. Guys, we're going to leave it there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.